even before the other aspect I would like to touch, partly related to this, is I think most of these debates tend to treat women as one segment and say that all women's needs are similar, which is obviously not true. Which is, I don't want to get into a huge discourse on what segmentation is on women, but primarily I see different types of women. People who are completely independent, who earn their money, who run their lives, they have their own money. So there are independent women, there are dependent women who essentially are not earning members, are housewives. Then there are what I would call supplementary earning women who essentially live the lifestyle of the male member, which might be much higher income, but they also contribute to income. And the fourth is what I would say women who have economic need to work. Yeah. So, and the needs for all these four are very different, and therefore the need that you talked about, how to manage the not the surplus, because the economic need a woman doesn't create that much surplus, so she has to manage her expenses, she has to manage her loans probably, stuff like that. Whereas the completely independent woman, I don't see why they are any different from males at all. I mean, there is no difference. Their needs in terms of finance is similar. But the key are the other middle two, where dependent women tend to just assume that the husband is providing for the future, and even in an unusual event, their lives are taken care. And small things, involvement could mean small things like, am I nominated in the bank account? Am I nominated? Am I the second holder in the house? Have I been nominated in the society as a second, as a nominee, so that the house will come to me? Or small things, am I, do my money, either or survivor bank accounts are maintained? These are involvement, right? And has there been an insurance policy where I am beneficiary? Do they sit once in a year and figure out as to how am I being provided for in the future? So these are the kinds of involvements. So they don't have their own surplus, but there is a way you can involve yourself in terms of seeing whether your future is protected. The supplementary women have a psychological issue because they live the lifestyle of a higher earning member, and if something were to go wrong, they would find themselves in a situation where they are used to some lifestyle which they can't maintain with their income. So there the issues about ensuring that the money is kept aside, what they earn is kept aside and only used for preserving the future, and the money management takes the main earning member spends the money in the household. This is provided for. You could even take slightly higher risk in terms of long-term investment. So there are different situations in which different types of financial planning is required. And so it's not a uniform need about, in some cases it is expense, some cases it is loan, some cases it is surplus, some cases it is, but each requires some involvement and planning differently. And it's important. I don't know how many women, dependent women, sit at least once a year and go through as to where is the family's money is, the husband's money is, and whether in case of an unfortunate event, whether they are secure or not. They assume, again it is an abdication, they assume that they are secure. They may not be. So I think involvement depending on your situation is critical, and the situations vary, and I wouldn't say there is a one brush kind of an approach that is possible for women as a segment. Each woman has to figure out what her situation is and plan for it.